Dirigir películas está sobrevalorado. Todos lo saben. Solo hay que decir sí o no. ¿Qué más se hace? Nada. Maestro, ¿lo quieren rojo? Sí. ¿En verde? No. ¿Más extras? Sí. ¿Más maquillaje? No. Sí, no, sí, no. Eso es dirigir.
It's one of those moments where, when Rob first started talking to me about it, and I was at that time looking for any excuse I could find not to go back to work, and I just couldn't think of one when Rob started to... And when he told me about the cast and his plans for the film, I did understand that no matter what the result of this piece of work would be, that the period of time making it would be unforgettable, and it was a very happy time.
I feel really lucky that I have been part of this movie and that I've had the opportunity to work with all these amazing people and get to know them and spend time with them.
Italian, be Italian. Take a chance and try to steal a fiery kiss.
The singing was something we were all terribly anxious about. One or two of the girls, obviously Marion, knew what it was like to do that, and Nicole, Fergie, had a bit of experience. Kate, I think, too, probably. But nonetheless, we were all very nervous about it. And yet, there is something there, the opportunity to express something through music, to try and contribute something to a story, to a scene, through music, rather than the spoken word.
It was very scary, especially to sing, because I have not sung before in a movie or anywhere professionally. But I am a very big fan of music and of musicals. And if you're going to do a musical, there is nobody better to do it with than Rob Marshall. So I knew I was in the best hands. I was happy that we got to do all those auditions so that he really needed to see if we were going to be able to dance and sing. And even the auditions were fun because he just brings magic to everything he does. You know, the way he treats people and the way he deals with the work, his manners. He can be very, very picky and work very, very hard, and I love that. But he always does it with such grace.
Be Italian, be Italian. When you hold me, don't just hold me, but hold this.
Daniel is amazing. He's really one of the masters of acting, one of the masters of all time, and I feel very lucky that I've been able to share many of my scenes with him. He was really kind and nice to all of us. Also, he was always worried about all of us, if we were happy with what we were doing. And he's really incredible to watch.
Nicole, most obviously, as the muse, the person who he's calling on to try and rescue him from this turmoil. Whereas, in fact, of course, it's his wife that Marion plays, Louisa, is the person that he needs to find a reconciliation with. That's where the truth of the dilemma lies, but he's looking for it elsewhere. Judy, of course, and her song, my God, so fabulous. I can't even think about it, but she's the friend, she's his friend who, we all need a friend that's going to tell us what we don't want to hear, you know. You've got to have one like that, and she's that person that can't lie to him. Penelope as Carla is the the irresistible mistress who's completely disrupting his life.
I think Carla suffers a lot, but she's also responsible for that situation. But I think she's a woman who suffers a lot in all of that time that she spends alone waiting for him. I think people will spend the 2 hours smiling, and they will leave the theater smiling, and that is a huge thing, especially these days. I think people really want to go to the theater and feel inspired, and the movie is really like an adrenaline trip. It's like going to an attraction park, and it makes you kind of high in a good way, because it never stops, because you start and you see Widow's number and you say, wow, what is that? But then all the numbers are at a very, very high level, and it's an experience to watch a movie.
Eres un artífice de ilusiones, querido. Sal ahí, crea ilusiones. Créalas por Italia.